London, England, summer, 1988, 11:42 p.m. A black taxi pulls up to the back entrance of Garden Lodge, Freddie Mercury's Kensington mansion. The driver doesn't ask questions. He's been paid well not to. The engine idles, waiting. Inside the mansion, in Freddie's dressing room, Princess Diana stands in front of a full-length mirror, staring at someone she doesn't recognize. Black leather jacket, ripped jeans, heavy combat boots. Her blonde hair is hidden under a cheap black wig from a costume shop. Dark sunglasses even though it's nearly midnight. And makeup. So much makeup. Thick eyeliner, dark lipstick. Nothing like the soft pastels she wears to royal functions. "I look ridiculous," Diana whispers. Freddie Mercury circles her like a fashion designer inspecting his work. He's wearing tight leather pants, a white tank top, and his signature mustache is perfectly groomed. His eyes are sparkling with mischief. "Darling, you look perfect. That's the point. Nobody looks at drag queens. They look at the performance, not the person underneath." Diana touches the wig nervously. "Freddie, I can't do this. If someone recognizes me—" "They won't." Freddie's voice is firm but gentle. "Trust me, I've been hiding in plain sight my entire life. The trick isn't to disappear, it's to become someone so obvious that people's eyes slide right past you." Kenny Everett, the British comedian and Freddie's close friend, stands by the door. He's dressed in an equally outrageous outfit, part of the disguise team. "Diana, love, Freddie took Elton John to a gay bar once. Nobody recognized Elton, and he was wearing a feather boa." Diana laughs despite her fear. Then her face becomes serious. "Why are you doing this for me, Freddie?" Freddie stops circling. He meets her eyes in the mirror. "Because you asked, and because I know what it's like to be trapped in a costume you didn't choose. The only difference is, you wear yours for the Queen. I wore mine for my father. And now? Now I wear what I want, and tonight, so will you." Diana takes a deep breath. "If Charles finds out—" "Charles is in Scotland with his mistress," Freddie says bluntly. "Stop thinking about Charles. For 3 hours, you're not the Princess of Wales. You're just Diana, a woman who wants to dance." At 11:47 p.m., 3 people climb into the black taxi. The driver sees 2 drag queens and 1 leather-clad punk. He sees this every night. He drives toward South London, toward Vauxhall, toward the Royal Vauxhall Tavern, one of London's oldest and most infamous gay bars. The Royal Vauxhall Tavern has been operating since 1863. It's survived 2 world wars, countless police raids, and decades of stigma. It's a sanctuary, a place where people who don't fit anywhere else can finally exhale. Tonight, it's packed. Saturday night, the drag show is in full swing. The air is thick with cigarette smoke, sweat, and cheap perfume. The lights are dim, colored pink and purple. Everyone is dancing, everyone is laughing, everyone is free. Freddie walks in first. People recognize him immediately. They always do. "Freddie!" someone shouts. Hugs, kisses on both cheeks. He's home here, truly home. Kenny walks in second. More hugs, more laughter. Diana walks in third, and nobody looks twice. She's just another drag queen, another person in costume, another face in the crowd. And for the first time in years, perhaps the first time since her wedding, Diana Spencer feels invisible. And it's the most beautiful feeling in the world. They find a spot near the back. The music is loud enough that conversation is impossible. Freddie orders drinks, something colorful with an umbrella for Diana. "Drink this, it'll help you relax." Diana takes a sip. It's sweet. Too sweet. But she drinks it anyway. A drag queen on stage is performing. The performer is magnificent. Sequined gown, perfect lip sync. The crowd is cheering, throwing money. Freddie leans close to Diana's ear. "See that queen up there? Watch her work the crowd." Diana watches. She's mesmerized, not by the performance itself, but by the joy in the room, pure, unfiltered joy. No judgment, no photographers, no protocol, just people being exactly who they are. "Do you want to dance?" Freddie asks. "I don't know how." "Neither do I. Come on." He takes her hand and pulls her onto the dance floor. Kenny follows. They're surrounded by bodies, moving, sweating. The music is so loud Diana can feel it in her chest. The bass thrums through her bones. At first, she's stiff, self-conscious, but Freddie is dancing like a madman, arms flailing, head thrown back, laughing, and slowly, Diana begins to move. She closes her eyes, lets the music take over, stops thinking about cameras, about Charles, about the boys, about duty, about everything that makes her the Princess of Wales, and just dances for 10 minutes, then 20, then an hour. When she opens her eyes, she realizes she's laughing, actually laughing. Tears are streaming down her face, ruining her heavy makeup, but she doesn't care. Freddie sees her face. He pulls her close and shouts over the music. "There she is! There's Diana!" "I forgot," she shouts back. "I forgot what this feels like." "What?" "Being nobody." At 1:15 a.m., they take a break, find a booth in the corner. Diana is drenched in sweat. Her wig is slightly crooked. Her makeup is a disaster. She looks absolutely wrecked and absolutely happy. A young man approaches their table, early 20s, nervous. "Excuse me, miss, but you're a fantastic dancer. Can I buy you a drink?" Diana freezes. He's talking to her. He doesn't know. He has no idea. She's just another drag queen to him. Freddie kicks her under the table. "Say something," he mouths. Diana smiles, drops her voice an octave. "That's very kind, love, but I'm here with my mates." The young man nods. "Right. Well, have a great night then." He walks away. Diana stares at Freddie. "He didn't know." "Of course he didn't. He thought I was just someone." "You are just someone. Tonight, you're just Diana. Not Her Royal Highness, not Charles's wife, not William and Harry's mother. Just a woman in a gay bar wearing too much makeup and dancing badly." Diana's eyes fill with tears again. "This is the best night of my life." Kenny raises his glass. "To freedom, however brief." They toast. Diana drinks. The music keeps playing. At 2:30 a.m., during a slower song, Diana leans back against the booth and watches the crowd. Two men are slow dancing near the bar, their foreheads pressed together. Nobody is staring. Nobody is taking photos. It's just love, simple and pure. "I envy them," Diana says quietly. Freddie follows her gaze. "Why?" "Because they can love who they want without the world watching." "Can't you?" Diana laughs, but there's no humor in it. "I married a man who loves someone else. The world watched. They're still watching. I'm not a person anymore, Freddie. I'm a photograph. I'm a headline. I'm a symbol." "You're also here," Freddie says gently. "Right now, in this moment, real, human, dancing. That's not nothing. It's 3 hours, then I go back. Then make the 3 hours count." At 2:45 a.m., someone spills a drink on Diana's jacket. A genuine accident. The person apologizes profusely. Diana just laughs. "It's fine. Really, it's just a jacket." At a royal function, this would be a catastrophe. Here, it's just a spilled drink. Nobody cares, and Diana realizes she doesn't care either. Freddie watches her face. "You're understanding it now, aren't you?" "Understanding what?" "Why I never wanted to be normal. It's not about the fame. It's about moments like this, where you can be exactly who you are without apologizing." "But you're Freddie Mercury. The world knows you're gay. They know everything about you." "They know everything I let them know. There's a difference. I choose what to reveal. You have no choice. They take everything from you." Diana is quiet for a moment. "How do you do it? How do you live knowing they're always watching?" Freddie lights a cigarette. I stopped caring what they think. That's the secret. They can watch all they want. They can judge, but they don't get to decide who I am. Only I decide that. I wish I could do that. You can. You're doing it right now. At 3 a.m., the DJ plays something upbeat. The crowd goes wild. Freddie grabs Diana's hand and pulls her back to the dance floor one last time. When the song ends, Freddie pulls Diana into a hug. "Thank you," he says into her ear. "For what? You're the one who did this for me. For trusting me, for being brave, for being you." Diana pulls back. Her makeup is completely destroyed now. Black streaks down her face, lipstick smeared, wig askew. She looks like a disaster. She looks beautiful. "I want to come back," she says. Freddie's face becomes serious. "Diana, I mean it. Can we do this again?" "It's dangerous if someone recognizes you." "Nobody recognized me tonight. You were right. They don't look at the person. They look at the costume." Diana grips his hands. "Please, Freddie, I need this. I need to remember what it feels like to be human." Freddie looks at Kenny. Kenny shrugs. "I'm in if you're in." "We'll see," Freddie says carefully. "Let's get you home first." At 3:30 a.m., they leave through the back exit. The taxi is waiting. Diana takes one last look at the tavern, the colored lights, the sound of music and laughter spilling into the street. Then the door closes. In the taxi, Diana removes the wig. Her real hair is matted with sweat underneath. She wipes at her makeup with a tissue. She doesn't look like a princess. She looks like someone who had the night of her life. At 4:15 a.m., the taxi drops Diana at a side entrance to Kensington Palace. The security guard on duty knows to expect her. He's been paid well. He's seen nothing. Before she gets out, Diana turns to Freddie. "I meant what I said. I want to do this again." "I know you did. But Diana, you're taking an enormous risk." "They won't find out. And even if they do, what's the worst that could happen? Another scandal? Another headline?" Her voice is fierce now. "For one night, I wasn't Princess Diana. I was just a woman dancing in a bar. Do you know how rare that is for me?" Freddie touches her face gently. "I do. I really do." "It's worth it," she says. "Tonight proved that. Whatever happens, it's worth it." She gets out of the taxi, walks through the gate. The security guard closes the door behind her. And Diana Spencer, Princess of Wales, vanishes back into her golden cage. In the taxi, Kenny looks at Freddie. "Should we have done that?" Freddie doesn't answer immediately. He's watching the gate where Diana disappeared. "She needed it," he finally says. "She needed to remember she's human." Diana calls 3 days later. They do it again in September. Same routine, same bar, same disguise. This time Diana is more confident. She knows how to blend in. They do it once more in October. By now, Diana has perfected the transformation. She walks differently, talks differently. She's allowing a version of herself to exist that the palace would never permit. The 4th time is November. The night is perfect until it isn't. A photographer is outside the tavern, not looking for Diana, looking for celebrities. Any celebrities. He's hoping to catch someone famous leaving a gay bar. He doesn't recognize Diana in her disguise. But he recognizes Freddie Mercury. He raises his camera. Freddie sees him, sees the camera. His body goes rigid. He grabs Diana's arm. "Go! Now! Through the back!" "What's wrong?" "Photographer, front entrance. Kenny will take you out the back. I'll distract him." Diana's face goes pale. "Freddie." "Go! Now!" Kenny grabs Diana and pulls her toward the back exit. Freddie walks straight toward the front door, toward the camera. Freddie Mercury, over here." The photographer is excited. Freddie poses, smiles, that devastating smile. "Getting enough, darling." "Who are you with tonight?" "Just friends." Freddie moves closer to the photographer, blocking his view of the door. "Tell me, how much does a photo of me go for these days?" He spots a random man leaving the bar. "What's your name, darling?" The stranger looks confused. Mark? Mark, will you kiss me for a photograph? Mark understands immediately what Freddie is doing. Sure, why not? Freddie kisses him, full on the mouth. The photographer's camera goes wild. In the back alley, Kenny and Diana are climbing into the waiting taxi. Diana is shaking. Is Freddie going to be okay? Freddie knows what he's doing. He's protecting you. At 3:45 a.m., Freddie finally makes it back to Garden Lodge. He finds Diana and Kenny waiting in his living room. Diana is still in her disguise, but the wig is off. I'm sorry, she says immediately. I never should have asked you to do this. Freddie pours himself a large vodka, drinks half of it. Don't apologize. I wanted to do it. But the photographer got photos of me kissing a random man. He got what he wanted. Everyone's happy. Diana's eyes fill with tears. You risked everything for me. Darling, I didn't risk anything. I'm already out. I'm already notorious. But you, he looks at her. You have everything to lose, and you were willing to risk it for a few hours of dancing. Because those few hours are the only time I feel alive. Freddie sets down his glass. That's the problem, Diana. You shouldn't have to sneak out to feel alive. You shouldn't have to disguise yourself to be yourself. But I can't. You know I can't. I know. That's why this has to stop. Diana's face crumbles. What? We can't do this anymore. Tonight proved it. One photographer. If he'd recognized you, it would have been over. The palace would have destroyed lives trying to protect you. So that's it? No more freedom? No more nights like this? But Diana, you don't need me to be free. I don't understand. Freddie leans forward. You think freedom is sneaking out in disguise, but that's not freedom. That's still hiding. Real freedom is living honestly, even when they're watching. Easy for you to say. It's not easy at all. Every day I wake up and choose to be exactly who I am, knowing the world is watching, knowing some of them hate me. But I choose it anyway, because the alternative is dying slowly inside a lie. Diana wipes her eyes. I have children. I have responsibilities. I'm not telling you to abandon your children. I'm telling you to stop abandoning yourself. Freddie's voice is gentle but firm. You can be a good mother and still be honest. The palace will never allow it. Then fight them. You're the Princess of Wales. You're beloved. You have more power than you think. Freddie stands, walks to the window. Diana, I'm going to die soon. The words land like a bomb. Diana's head snaps up. What? I have AIDS. I haven't told anyone outside my immediate circle. But it's going to kill me. Maybe in a year, maybe in 5, but it's coming. Kenny's face shows he already knew. Diana looks like she's been slapped. Why are you telling me this? Because I don't have time to waste on pretending. I don't have time to hide, and neither do you. But I'm not dying. Aren't you? You said those few hours were the only time you felt alive. That means the rest of the time you're not living. You're performing. And Diana, you're too important to waste your life performing someone else's idea of who you should be. Diana walks to him. They stand together at the window. I'm scared, she admits. I know. What if I try to be honest and they destroy me? They might, but Diana, they're already destroying you, slowly. Every day you pretend. That's destruction too. It's just quieter. They stand in silence for a long moment. I wish I could be brave like you, Diana finally says. You are brave. You risked everything for a few hours of authenticity. That's courage. You just need to apply that courage to the rest of your life. How? Freddie smiles. Start small. Tell one truth, then another. Eventually, being honest becomes easier than lying. And one day you wake up and realize you're free. At 5:30 a.m., Diana leaves Garden Lodge. She's in her own clothes now. No disguise, just Diana. As she walks to the car, she turns back. Freddie is standing in the doorway. "Thank you," she calls softly, "for everything. Go be free, Diana, for real this time. The world needs your truth." She smiles, a real smile. Then she gets in the car and drives away. Kenny joins Freddie in the doorway. "Do you think she'll do it? Be honest." Freddie thinks about the woman who just left, still scared, still uncertain, but aware, awake, real. "I think she'll try," he says finally, and trying is everything. Over the next 3 years, Princess Diana begins to change. She speaks openly about her struggles with bulimia, about her unhappy marriage, about feeling trapped. The palace is furious. The press is fascinated. The public is divided. But Diana keeps going. She visits AIDS patients in hospitals and shakes their hands without gloves, breaking stigma. She speaks about mental health. She divorces Charles. She lives messier, more honestly, more humanly. In 1991, Freddie Mercury dies. Diana sends flowers to the funeral, white lilies. The card reads, "For the man who taught me that freedom is a choice. Dance free, darling." In 1997, Diana dies in a car crash in Paris. The world mourns. Millions cry. She becomes a legend. But a small group of people remember something else about Diana. They remember 4 nights in 1988. 4 nights when the Princess of Wales disguised herself and danced in a gay bar in South London. 4 nights when she wasn't a princess at all. Just Diana, just human, just free. In 2007, the Royal Vauxhall Tavern places a small plaque on the wall. It doesn't mention Diana by name. It just says, "In memory of those who found freedom here, however briefly." The bartenders know what it means. The drag queens know. The people who were there know. Some secrets stay secret. Some nights stay sacred. And sometimes, the most important thing you can do for someone is give them a few hours where they don't have to be anyone but themselves. Freddie Mercury gave Princess Diana 4 nights of freedom, and in return she gave him proof that his truth mattered, that living honestly wasn't just important for him. It was important for everyone watching, everyone trapped, everyone dying inside perfect cages. They saved each other, in different ways, at different times. But they saved each other. And for 4 nights in London in 1988, a princess danced with a rock star in a gay bar, and nobody knew, and nobody cared. And for those few hours, that was enough. That was everything.